Tonight, we've got an awesome show for you. We've got Men, the Naked Truth. We've got Alexis, and she's in the kitchen baking cakes over there. We've got Katuri. She stepped out for a second. We got Shamir Jackson all the way from Ohio. And then we've got Monica Nixon trying to get in. And we've got a couple of the guests that are on their way. But we're so glad that you tuned in tonight. We hope that you do chime in. Let us know how you're feeling. If you want to answer a question, you see something that tickles your fancy. Like that one? I ain't used that in a long time. Tickles your fancy. That makes you sound like you've been somewhere. It tickles your fancy. Yeah. How was your day? Peachy keen. Absolutely. Yeah, if you see a question that tickles your fancy, please chime in. We're going to go ahead and play this promo video. I played the wrong one last time for the wrong show, but I got the right one today. So check it out. Once again, you're live on the Moral Compass. Tonight we've got an awesome show, Men, the Naked Truth. We've got so far we've got Alexis, Small Kitchen Baking Cakes. What's going on, Alexis?
I can't hear you.
You're real choppy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? You'll never find. Can you hear me? None of you guys can hear me?
It's chopping up.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, Shamir, but I'm chopping up.
No, not for me.
But Turi, you can't hear me.
I can see your mouth, but it's choppy. It's real choppy.
It's real choppy.
Really? That's crazy.
Now I can hear you.
It looked like it cleared up for.
Maybe I was too close to the mic.
Back up a little bit.
Is that it?
That's it.
Tori, can you hear me?
Still choppy.
I'm so choppy.
Mhm.
Oh, that's crazy. And I got somebody else coming in that said, well, Tamika Cerrone, Reverend Cerrone said she can hear me. Okay. Thank you for chiming in, Reverend Cerrone. And she says, everyone is clear on this end, but you guys
Okay.
can't.
There you go. You're clear now.
You hear me now?
Yep. Crystal
All
clear.
right. I feel like we were doing that commercial a little bit. The guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You
Verizon.
hear me now? The Verizon commercial. Yeah, I don't want them to try to sue me. I want Verizon to try to sue me.
Right.
So, yeah, straight up. So we've got men, the naked truth tonight. Awesome guests that we have. We have Alexis Smalls with us. She's in the kitchen baking cakes. Alexis, you also do make cakes, and you do confections for people. Where can they get your cakes and your confections, Alexis?
Up on Facebook. It's Alexis Smalls on Facebook. So just hit me up.
All right, Alexis Smalls. We've got my cousin Katuri, Katuri Nicole. Katuri, you make cakes too, because I had one of your rum cakes.
I do. You can reach me on Facebook, Katori Nicole, or you can hit me at Gigi's Heavenly Creations Facebook.
All right, y'all guys gonna need those cakes for New Year's. Y'all gonna need those cakes for New Year's. Shamir, what do you make? You make anything, Shamir?
No.
Okay. That's all right. So we do have Shamir Jackson with us, also joining us, and Shamir is all the way out there in Ohio. Shamir, how's the weather out there in Ohio today?
It's snowing and cold, and yeah, I'm not planning to leave the house for the next few days.
I see you got your cap on inside the house, so it's
Yes.
cold.
Yeah, it's cold in my house. It's either my heat has to be on 90 or you wearing hats, and I have drafts. So
Yeah. Oh man, listen, that reminds me of having to go out and get some wood and put some wood in the buck stove or something like that. Go cut that wood. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna need one too.
Absolutely. Alexis, what kind of cake you making back there?
I'm doing cupcakes today. I'll show y'all a preview, but this is just, I don't know if I can turn the camera. I don't think I can turn it. Let's see. Can y'all see?
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
those look good.
man,
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
those look awesome.
They do.
Thank you.
Awesome. What kind of cupcakes are those?
Just vanilla.
Vanilla, huh?
Yes, yes.
No, I tell you, for a presentation, you get 100. So we got the show tonight. And I said, I hope the guys don't want to excommunicate me. I want you to know I'm still one of you guys wearing my Dallas Cowboy jersey. Football guys, don't excommunicate Cornell. So our first question tonight. We're gonna start with Katuri, come to Shaman. We're gonna go up to Alexis. Our first question tonight is: are blind dates a bad thing? Are blind dates a bad thing?
In this day and time, yeah, they are, because you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're walking into. Oh no. Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, that's a no-go.
Blind dates are definitely a no-go.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Shamir? Are blind dates a bad thing?
I would have to agree with Katuri. In this day and age, I would definitely say yes. Well, I don't know, because I'm an online dater, so I guess every date for me would be a blind date. But
Yeah.
but I haven't in a while, because I'm in a relationship now. But I mean, I did meet him online, so
Okay. All right. Okay. Michael Bryant, Bam Mab. He's gonna be on the show tomorrow night, and he says, "Boo."
Yeah, I see.
Oh, so Alexis, Alexis, and before we go any further, because some of these women are in committed relationships, this show in no way reflects the man that they are with right now. Let me because I don't want that fellas looking me up on Facebook and my inbox. I don't want to get no inbox black eye. You know, hit my eye in the inbox. I'm scared to go to Ohio now. You know, something like that. You know, so this no way reflects the guys that they're connected to. Alexis, are blind dates a bad thing?
I would agree totally in this day and time. It's just people are different this day and time. Totally different. So yeah, no, I wouldn't. Not this day and time.
We got Terry. We got Terry. Well, Terry finally comes in. Terry Moultrie.
Hey.
Terry late for work, Lexus. She late for work.
We can give her a write-up.
You remember she come in there tipping in? Go ahead and write her up. You late for work, Terry. Hey, we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here. What I missed?
Awesome. Listen, the question is, are blind dates a bad thing?
Yeah, it is. It is. To me, it is personally.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, and you know, from a guy's perspective, I can tell you blind dates are bad because I had a homeboy and I had to take one for the team. The girl he hooked me up with had nothing to do with the way the girl that he was going out with looked. I was judging it off the girl he had, but see, he just had me there to keep that lady occupied. And that's why I don't like the blind date either. But the ladies say blind dates are a bad thing. Tamika Cerrone, and listen, so you already got your little follower, Terry. You come late and you got people. Tamika Cerrone, Reverend Cerrone says, "Hi, Terry."
Hi.
You come in late, got your own follower. And we got Letitia West, good friend of mine. She's laughing already. Letitia, we're glad that you're tuning in. And then Letitia down here, Letitia says, just say no blind date.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. So, ladies, next we're gonna get a little deeper now. We're gonna go a little deeper now. Audrey's been trying to connect. And I sent her some instructions. My cousin Audrey Major. We hope that she can get connected so we can get her in because we got some more ladies that are supposed to be in tonight. All right. The next question, and we're gonna start at you, Lexus. What makes men of authority in the workplace feel they can speak or even touch a woman inappropriately? We shift gears now. We got a little deeper.
That's a hard one. Only because nothing should ever give anybody the right to touch anybody, period.
Not ever.
Boy, whatever, period. You should never have the right to touch anybody. And especially not in the workplace. Even I've seen couples who are married, you're in a workplace. That's a professional place. So I just feel like that's inappropriate regardless of who you are. But why they do it, they ain't been raised right. That's all I can say.
No home training.
So yeah, that's why I said that's just the bottom line. They just weren't raised right.
All right. Okay. All right. So we've heard they're not raised right. All right. Shamir Jackson, what makes men of authority in the workplace feel they can speak or even touch a woman inappropriately?
Oh, I mean, I agree with Alexis. There is no call for that, period. But if I have to try to think like a guy, I guess they would feel like, because they're up top, they have that right to do whatever they want, and they'll just behave accordingly.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'll still smack him, but
okay.
Get smacked down. Katuri, I saw you jump up. I saw you busting at the seam. You wanted to go ahead and answer this question. What makes men of authority in the workplace feel they can speak or even touch a woman inappropriately?
You said it, because they feel like they got the authority to do it. They feel like they're in a position where they can say and do whatever they want to do, and they can't.
Mhm.
That's just all they think that they have the authority. Just the mindset, oh, I'm in this position, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, and they're gonna fall in line. It don't work like that.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Terry Moultrie.
Can I chime in before Miss Terry speak really quick?
Please. And I want y'all to chime in when y'all feel it now, you know.
And two, I think sometimes their thought process is the people beneath them need a job. So if I touch you, you're not going to say anything because you need this job. Or who are you going to go to? Who's going to be above me that you feel that you can go tell, and who's going to believe you? So sometimes I think that's what they think too, that who's going to believe you? So, you know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Miss Terry, what makes men of
Yep,
authority?
and you have some of them that have the authority, and they ugly. They ugly. The men is ugly, and they ain't getting none from nowhere else. So they want a free field. They ugly, and they use their authority to get free fields.
Mm-hmm.
There are those out there.
Oh,
There's some men out there like that.
It ain't getting none. Ain't getting none.
Mm-hmm.
Lexus. That what you get? You want me on here, right? You got it. You better kick me out.
Oh God.
It started with her already.
Oh, it just started.
They ugly.
Hey, Bam Bab's coming on the show tomorrow. He said, dang, I guess I'm fired tomorrow. My pastor, this is my pastor now. My pastor says power. Pastor Rob Tyler says power is poison. It messes the mind all up. All right, that's right, Pastor.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
That's true.
It really does.
That's true. Letitia West just laughing. And then Bam Bam comes back, free field. He laughed at you, Terry. Yeah, she crazy, Mike. I had to deal with that every day at work. Every day at work, Bam Bam, I had to deal with Terry. All right. I know it's gonna get funnier before the night goes on. Okay, we're gonna start back at you, Alexis. Alexis, what was the worst date you ever had?
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Well, let me answer why Alexis trying to think.
Yeah, because you know I'm Betty Wright. I got to think a little further than others.
I had a couple of them, but the worst one was me and the guy went to Texas Roadhouse, and he brought my steak, and he brought his steak too, and I couldn't finish my food because every time he chewed, I had to see his food while he was chewing. And he asked me, are you going to eat your steak? I said, nah, I ain't want it. Nah. He ate all my food. And then he brought out a coupon, y'all. No lie. The man had a coupon. Buy one meal and get the other meal free.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been married so long.
Right. Yeah.
My worst date was I went out to eat with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess going out to eat is awful. And I ordered my food and he's like, oh no, I'm not going to eat. And I was like, you're not going to eat? He's like, no. He's like, I'm not really hungry. But you knew you were taking me on a date. So why would you not eat? And so afterwards, I was, of course, because I never rode with anybody. I always drove myself to wherever we were meeting. And afterwards, he was like, all right, I got to catch the bus now. What? And nothing against anybody who's catching the bus. Nothing against anybody who's catching the bus. But you could have not thought that you were going out on a date with me like that. And
He was going to tell the bus to swing by and pick you up.
apparently.
And we gotta make a
I would wait
stop
till
over
you
there.
go first. I wait till you leave first. But that man was in love. That man rode a bus to see you, Lexus.
I was embarrassed for him, not for myself, for him.
Oh
My. Okay.
Shamir, and we had Letitia West says, man, Terry said you're crazy. My pastor said that was a bad date. Shamir, what's the worst date you ever had?
Can I skip this one? Cause
Yeah, you can skip this one. You skip this one. We'll come back to you.
no, I mean
I'm with
I
her
don't
'cause
I don't do traditional dating. I don't do the going out to eat or going to the movies. I'm more like I'm gonna meet you at your house or you come over to my house and we chill out type of person.
Okay.
But I can't really say, I mean, and they all led to things getting really intimate later on. So I just don't, I mean, that is like what would have made it bad was like what happened after
All right.
we decided to start talking. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to kick a couple guys out of my house because I'm like, no, just bye. But
Right.
I don't like date.
Letitia West says, man, Alexis, you could have gave that man a ride.
Oh. When he got there is the same way he got back home.
Oh. And my man was laughing too. He's crying too about the man on the bus. Oh God.
I was gonna pass, but I think I'm gonna stick with Terry with that eating with their mouth wide open. I'm like, can you close your mouth? Like, come on now. How you sitting there and then licking your fingers?
Wide open. Every time he chewed, his mouth was open.
Yeah, that would be the worst. But when I look over there and see that finger in your what? No. Yeah, that's about the worst. Yep.
Oh God.
And ate my food too. With a coupon. Alexis. Buy one meal, get the other meal free.
I'm sprinkling some oil on you right now, Miss Terry. Sprinkle.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh God. Oh, I'm laughing.
He come in a Honda.
When you speak in the tongue, you say, he come in a Honda?
He come in a Honda.
He come in a Honda?
And leaving a Toyota.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The next question. How can you tell when a man is lying, sincere, or wearing a mask? And I'm going to go ahead and start at you this time, Katuri.
How can you tell when they're lying? Well, if you've been with them long enough, it ain't about time. I think it's a sense. I think we just know that when they're lying. You just know.
We have
something just ain't sound right. They can't get it all together. So something just ain't gonna add up. 1 + 1 could end up being 3. No, something wrong. When they're sincere, oh my gosh. Believe it or not, I think all of it comes down to a sense. You'll know. As a woman, you know when a man is lying. You know when they're being sincere. And you know when they're saying just what you want to hear. So that's my take on that.
All right. Terry, how can you tell
when they start stuttering? When they start stuttering, they lying. Well, you know, you know, I don't know, you lying.
You need to put a disclaimer on here for Miss Terry. You need to put a disclaimer on here.
You know when they start stuttering, they lying.
Lord.
And you can see the sincerity in their eyes and the way that they talk. You can tell when they're sincere.
All right. Okay.
And you can actually feel when they're sincere. There's a feeling that you get when a man is sincere and is telling the truth. But you know when that bad boy is lying.
We had and Letitia West, Terry was chiming into you. She said, but at least the man feeds you. He said his mouth was open, but he fed you.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Yeah, Katori could probably go come back.
No, he ain't feed me. I ain't want the food because he was showing me all his food. So I didn't eat. He ain't feeding me. I didn't eat.
He was giving you seafood.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
Okay.
I like that one.
Letitia West says, you could tell a man is lying when they can't look you in the eyes or when they look left after answering your questions.
I was actually gonna say that too. I was gonna, well, not the looking left, but that's how I know somebody lying to me. Is I am all about, well, yeah, eye contact, because it is about eye contact, and it's also about that feeling you get when you know that person, or even if you don't know them that well, when people start getting shifty eyed, looking this way, looking that way, or I would say but I say a lot because I'm trying to think of what to say. I'm nervous a lot. So, but if you know that person is not a nervous type and you trying to get some truth out of them and the first thing they say is I mean,
they trying to figure out that lie.
You know, right. Yeah. Exactly.
Letitia West said, and you can tell they're lying when they start using the wrong words and sentences.
Okay, making up words.
True.
I answered positionally. They be making up words.
And Letitia West is laughing at Shamir when Shamir says seafood because the man had his mouth open while he was on the date with Terry.
I got that off of My Girl. Nobody seen My Girl? That's an old movie. That's an old movie.
Alexis, how can you tell when a man is lying and when he's sincere?
I think that third sense that we have, that God blessed us with, it jumps in and it said, no, this Negro lying. There's be that third sense just sitting there like, girl, But then, I mean, personally, my husband, if I ask Jeremy, I'll be like, Jeremy, you did so and so. When he goes to lie, his eyes get big. He's like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. No, you lying. So you just have to know a person to know when they're lying. You could tell. They'll tell on themselves. Always.
Oh God. So I see I'm dealing with FBI profilers tonight. So we checking sentences, we checking eyes, we checking all that. All right. So we're gonna start with you, Katori. What was the best lie a man ever told you to get out of trouble?
The best lie. Oh, it wasn't me. That been so and so. That ain't been me. We've been together, but that ain't been me. That been so and so. They called my name. I know what they called my name for. That been so and so. Yeah, that. It ain't been him. It been the buddy.
That's the old standby. Wasn't me. Terry,
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Terry, what's the best lie a man ever told you to get out of trouble?
To get out of trouble. I had to work overtime. I had to work overtime. That's why I ain't come by and see you. But he been with another woman. He ain't work overtime.
Blame it on the job.
Another woman.
Monica was supposed to be on our show tonight. She said she's having technical issues. She said, but you can tell they're lying if you ask them a question and it's
crickets chirping.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
ain't saying nothing back.
Yeah. What was the best lie a man ever told you to get out of trouble?
What you want to eat?
Oh wow.
I mean, that to me, that's a big lie. Don't ask me what I want to eat, and don't ask me what I want to eat, and don't make it. But honestly, I don't know. I'm sorry. I just hit this point in my life where I have realized what's a lie, what's the truth. When he says whatever, if I can believe him, I finally hit that point where I know myself enough to know my worth and what I'm willing to put up with, because I done put up with a lot of crap. So I believed a lot of lies, and I can't. Ain't none of them was really good. I just think I wasn't like mentally there. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with me the past few years. I can't tell you. Nah, but I no, I think I know what it is. I think it's because when you love someone, you willing to believe the little stuff, not the super big stuff. And I think that's probably what happened to me. But I don't know. I have evolved a bit in the past couple of years, so I can't think of it. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just ruining this. I'm not really
No, you're
answering
doing
the
a good
question.
job. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. And Mike Bride chimed in. Terry, he said, well, in some ways he was working overtime.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I kept my Timberland boots. I kept my Nikes. She wasn't going to enjoy that. Give me all the clothes I brought you. Let me get that back.
So you stripped the bed. You took all your stuff back, huh?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Mike said right now, he said, damn man said he's fixing a neck bone sandwich. He's so crazy. And then Tish says, I had too much to drink. She said, here's the lie now.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
too much to drink, and I slept at my partner's house before I drove home to okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I couldn't make it home. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have it too drunk.
And the partner wasn't a man, the partner was a woman.
Mm. Mm.
A sex partner.
Sex partner.
Yeah.
Lies.
Ooh.
Nexus, what's the best lie a man ever told you to get out of trouble?
Best lie was I had a female call approach me in regards to that she was messing with him. And so I brought it to him, and his lie was, she's lying. She just don't want to see us together. What?
Ooh.
That's what he said. And he had a whole baby with him, but she was lying. She just didn't want to see us together. Now, if I was a boo-boo fool, I would have believed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh.
He wanted me to believe him too. He tried hard to convince me. He's like, she's lying. You just gotta look at it. I'm here with you right now. What had sincerity in his heart. What a lie. Oh, what lies.
It got a whole baby, huh?
A whole baby.
Anissa Muhammad, our home girl, chimed in. She laughed at you. Anissa said he going to the gym at 12 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, goodness.
That man want to get in shape. Get in shape, right? No, that's not it.
No.
Hey, one of my homeboys calling me out. See Lothario vanished. He said, Cornell. So, he put the call on me. So, I know I'm in trouble for this show. We having the show on Women Tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
All right. I know Terry going to have something crazy to say. I'm going to come to her last because I know she has some crazy to say. We're going to cover it up. I can already see it. So I'm going to go ahead.
Now, don't do that to me now.
start with Shamir. I'm coming to you last, Terry, because I know you can say something crazy. Shamir, how can you tell if a man is cheap?
Oh, I had a feeling you was gonna ask that. I'm ready. I said, oh, I had a feeling you was gonna ask that.
Let's see. I've been cheated on a few times.
No, cheap. How can you tell if a man?
Cheap,
Oh,
Shamel. CHEAP, bro.
Oh, I don't know. I'm always accused of being the cheap one.
You
Unless we go out to eat. I always look at the receipt to see if my meal is the most expensive. I'm cheap about everything else but food. I'm sorry. I like to eat.
That's all right. Shamir, you are so funny. Alexis, how can you tell if a man is cheap?
If he take me out to eat and he don't eat.
That man be butt fair.
I got a coupon.
Butt fair.
I got a coupon. Okay. I need you to eat, sir, with me.
Well, did he at least have a glass of
Oh,
water?
he only got enough for your food, Alexis.
And I'm a big girl.
He got enough for his.
You know I ate well that night.
Tori, how can you tell if a man is cheap?
They never buy nothing new. Everything used. Use.
Oh.
When you go buy something new?
At the thrift store.
I'm gonna get this from so and so. I'm gonna get this from so and so. Why don't you just go to the store and buy it? Always got to get something used. At some point in time, you gotta get something new. Oh my gosh. Used.
Have your shoes on.
Well, so and so, give me these. Give it back. Tell me you ain't want it.
Yeah. Shoes that banned since the nephew had them on.
Everything ain't nothing wrong with used stuff, but not everything. Jesus.
So never buy nothing new.
Don't never buy
Nike. Don't even say Nike no more. You say Ike.
The end done wore off.
The end done going away.
Oh my God.
Letitia said, always got a coupon like Terry Blind Date.
True, Letitia.
Oh my gosh.
And Lothario said, Alexis, if he take you out to eat and can't eat himself, he's a fool.
Okay.
And Anissa, this time I'm shaking my head. All right, I know I'm gonna laugh now. Terry, how can you tell if a man is cheap?
Look down at his feet.
Oh.
Look down at his feet. If he got on Walmart shoes, Walmart sneakers, with that one McGregory shoes. If he got on cheap shoes, homeboy is cheap. If he got on Walmart shoes and Payless shoes and Shoe Show shoes, he cheap. A man that got money gonna spend good on his feet because it takes him back and forth to work. It takes him where he need to go. Look at his feet, women. Look at his feet.
Look at his feet, huh?
That man might just need a quick shoe.
Or what?
A quick shoe to go to work.
No, not going to Walmart.
Maybe his foot been swell up.
I don't do it. I look down at his feet.
Maybe he had edema.
And I don't look at his feet for the size of his feet. I just look at his feet to see what kind of shoes he wearing. Excuse me, Pastor. I'm sorry.
You disclaimer for her. I told you needed a disclaimer for her.
Oh, God. Micah Nixon said they complain about the food or the waitress service to get free meal.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I had something like that before.
The Denise said, yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Bam Mav said, dang, let me take my shoe Nike back.
Oh. No, as long as it say Nike and not IKE like Alexis said.
When that end rub off, then take them back.
Or what's that one? Air Nike.
Oh,
Yeah, as long as he said Nike, not Ike.
Anissa says, when he asks you what you need the money for and short you on how much you ask him for.
Who?
Ooh, wee.
What?
That's dirty. That's just dirty right there.
That's a recipe for a whole argument. If I ask you something,
Wow.
oh my God, you need the other half to bail yourself out of jail.
You said that's a recipe for a whole argument?
A whole argument.
Not even a half of one.
A whole one.
A whole one.
By the time I finish with him, he gonna think that I agree. So he ain't even gonna deal with me no more. Goodbye.
Okay. So now we got some people in relationships, but before you in relationship, starting with you, Alexis, how important are looks when dating?
Prior to me getting married, I was a person all about looks. I got up every morning, I did makeup every day. I was a person all about looks. And I went for big guys. You had to be a quarterback looking guy. I just thought that they were the best. And then they were the worst. They were the biggest dogs. So then, that's all I dated from high school on out. That's all I dated. And my husband is 6 feet and probably 140 pounds wet. So total opposite. And it wasn't the fact that it wasn't his looks. He's not a bad looking guy, but it wasn't his looks that drew me. I got to an age that I understood that it wasn't about what I wanted physically you to look like. Physically, more about how you thought what you meant to me, or your emotional ties to me, and mentally what we did for each other. It wasn't about physical looks anymore. But prior to me getting married, you had to be every bit of 300 plus in order for me to even.
Yay.
Yes, I'm telling you. But I realized that it wasn't about the physical.
Right.
Thing.
Right.
That's what made if I was married to somebody who I was physically attracted to, and anything happened to them that their physical appearance changed, then what was I going to be married for? So yeah.
Okay. All right. You're being honest. That's what we want. We want honesty. Hey, ladies, chiming back on y'all because y'all was talking about shoes. The Ethereal Vantage says rich white folks don't wear the top of the line shoes. So the Ethereal, you need to be on my show tomorrow night, man. I need you on the show tomorrow night.
No, they at least have decent shoes.
They have decent shoes.
They have Skechers. They have Nikes. You don't see them walking around here with.
That's right. Don't y'all talk about Skechers now, because I wear Skechers because I got big feet.
Yeah, and I don't date them white neither.
Don't say that now. This is a family show, Terry. You know, Terry. Terry, I mess with you. Terry, that's not a question. That was not a question, Terry. The views of Terry are not the views of this show, The Moral Compass.
You better say it. You better put that disclaimer out.
Oh goodness.
Shamir. Shamir, how important are looks when dating to you?
For me, all right, I'm just gonna be honest. I have low self-esteem. So for me, he can't be gorgeous. He can't be. He can't be an Adonis in my eyes. He is not allowed to be in what I think is more attractive than me.
So I'm kind of like Denzel then, in that scale.
Yeah.
Boy, please.
Yeah, you like I always see myself as a 5. So he's got to he could be a 6, but for me to date, but no more than that.
No more. Gotta be
no more. At least at the most he can be a 6.
A 6.
Because I feel like anything more he'll cheat. I feel like anything more than that and he'll cheat. So I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, and Mike Bam Mab is agreeing with me. He said when I said I'm something like Denzel, he said pretty much Cornell. That's why he's my best friend. I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. Terry was trying to refute that. Absolutely. So I get that a lot. Excuse me. I do get that a lot. How important are looks to you when dating? Or when you were dating?
Yeah, that was very important. Like you say, over time you realize just how unimportant it is, but at the time it was very important. Like, they had to look a certain way, carry yourself a certain way. And I think also that comes from I'm trying to remember how they put it. I can't get it out. But it was very important. Like I say, over time you realize it's not as important as you think it is, because them same good looking ones will be the one that dog you out. And then you go get these. And I ain't even gonna say ugly. I'm gonna say not as, they'll be the one that treat you like a queen. And you be like, well, dang, I've been with him and he did all that. And then here I'm with him and he doing all this. So, over time you realize that it's not as important as you think it is.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You gotta think about how them chilling gonna look too now. Terry. We got some more. Before I get to Terry, Lothario says the vanity of a woman. He can't be good looking. When did good looking correlate to faithfulness? Lothario tried to give you ladies a little problem on the show tonight. He said, when did good looking correlate to faithfulness? Michael Bryant says, Bam Mab says, ugly men stay grounded.
I would have to say it's not that good looks correlate to faithfulness. It's just that, like when somebody is feeling themselves. And in my experience, guys who I feel are good looking, those are the ones that be feeling like I look good. I know it. I can have anybody I want. And they try. And
okay.
I'm not trying to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So you said
I want somebody just for me.
They're vain, huh?
Yeah, they're vain. I'm not for the vanity.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes you can fix them ugly one up too now, and then they think they're good after you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Alexis.
True.
I was waiting for him to come to me, Alexis.
Sometimes you can
Don't take what I was about to say, Alexis.
I'm coming on, Terry.
You gotta get them ugly ones and clean them up.
I'll come to you.
Clean them up.
Monica said, it's not the looks, it's what's in a person's heart that matters. Yeah. Anissa Muhammad said,
that's true, Monica.
That is true. Earlier. And, and Leander Palmer of Under the Tree podcast said, would any of you ladies date an ugly dude for the money?
No.
Goes away as
well.
These ladies said no. They said no, Leander. Absolutely not. No.
I'll take his money and try to clean them up, fix them, add an earring to them and stuff.
Lothario Vanna said, a beautiful woman is the most vain creature on God's green earth. Lothario, I want you on my show tomorrow night, Lothario. Now you're gonna be a guest on the show tomorrow night.
No, that's not true.
That's not true, ladies.
I can agree with it a little bit. I mean, the same thing like I said.
I do.
That can go for men who are really good looking.
That's right, Letitia.
It's the same for women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Letitia's agreeing with and that's right, Shamir. And Letitia's agreeing with Terry. She said, yes, clean them up and don't worry about the look. All right. Oh, and Monica's so crazy. Oh God, I wish she was on the show tonight, guys. I clicked it. Letitia West says, I just might. And then Monica says, prime example, Lil Wayne. Monica, that's not right. Lil Wayne, if you're watching this show tonight,
oh my God.
I didn't tell Monica to call you ugly, Lil Wayne. Okay, Terry, how important are looks to you when dating?
It's not important because I'm still dating. I'm not married. I'm still dating, and the men that has come into my life, it seems like I get the ugly ones, and I work with them. I let them know that they're loved too. They're loved too. But I can't keep them because once I get them, I clean them up and they leave.
Everybody bow your heads.
I was married at one time. And I got married to this ugly man. And the woman come back and tell me that was her man.
After you clean him up. She didn't come back the next day. She came back after you clean him up.
She freezing.
After I done clean him up.
Lord. You should have dirtied him back up again.
Oh,
I went to what that store is? Burlington. Went to Burlington and clean them up. I let them keep the clothes though.
You have
clothes. Oh God. Letitia West says, I won't fix him up for the next chick.
Yeah, I ain't care, Tisha. She could have him.
I will say something. This isn't a question, but when I'm dating a guy, in the beginning stages, I never kick out money. I can't. I can't come to terms with it. My mind won't let me come to terms with it.
Okay. All right. And see, my next question, you must be a prophet. Because my next question, I was coming to you. But I was coming to you next. And the next question is, when going out, how many times can he run the I left my wallet home routine? If it's the first time, do you put the bill?
I ain't flipping nothing because I'm walking out the door, bro. I'll see you. You will see the back tail of that BMW in the wind. I just can't see it. Not if you're inviting me out on a date. No, I'm not going to do it. You have to figure that out. I'm sorry. Figure that out.
Oh God. Shamir, when going out,
why are you always making me laugh?
Because
let Terry go.
Because I can't ask no more questions.
Why are you always making me laugh? I'm about to leave.
The best for last.
Michael Bryan says,
no, I don't like that.
Michael Bryan says, so going to Burlington is okay, but not Walmart.
Oh, Michael, I ain't buy no shoes in Burlington, boo-boo. I ain't buy the shoes in Burlington. I buy the clothes, but not the shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Tell him to send me some pictures in my inbox of his clothes.
How you know that people ain't married? No.
I'm sorry. I tell you I date anything. Michael got a grandfather.
Girl, Michael got grandfather. You was crazy. Oh my God. And Anissa said, what? Anissa said, what I said about the guy? How much time can he lead the walk? And then Mike says, same thing. He said the bird,
no, it's not.
And the shoes the same thing. So Terry said, you gonna call me out, loud me out. I'll come to you next then. When going out, how many times can he run the I left my wallet home routine? If it's the first time, do you foot the bill?
No, it's no time. But if we've gone out a couple of times together, then maybe by the 4th or 5th time, I would say personally, I'm different from Alexis. 4th or 5th time I've done it before, where I would say, I would actually say I got it this time.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anissa's laughing at you, Terry. She said you crazy.
I know. I miss working with her.
Laugh out loud, Terry Moultrie. All right, Katuri. When going out, how many times can you run the I left my wallet home routine? If it's the first time, do you foot the bill?
Yeah, because the first time will be the last time. Ain't no way. Where your wallet at? You left your wallet home? Come on now. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna do it the first time. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. First time will be the last time.
Ooh. These women rough to diet, man. I'm
my
telling
wallet.
you, they're rough to diet. They're rough.
Your ID and everything in that wallet. Men got two things: the car key, the wallet, and the cell phone. Them three things they keep on them. So how you left the wallet home with your license in it? You gonna drive the car? No, come on now, come on.
Well, he probably taking a bus like Alexis.
Unless he taking the bus.
I was hungry. I was sorry he was hungry that day, but I ate my food.
Yep. First and last.
Oh God. Monica said he better find a dishwasher crew to help. Monica said he better wash some dishes. Tish still laughing at y'all. Oh, Lothario has something to say, guys. He says, okay, Lothario wants me to ask you, if the man paid for dinner the first time, will you pay for dinner the second time?
Yeah, we're going to McDonald's.
Me personally, I always
Applebee's. I like Applebee's. We
And
go to Applebee's 2 for $20.
I pay the second time, third time we go to Halls.
Mm-mm.
Y'all going to Halls, Chop House?
We going to Halls the third time because he gonna pay.
He gonna pay for you'll get it back double.
No, seriously, yeah, I would.
Okay, all right.
Look, I'm a foodie. I love to eat, so I ain't got no problem paying for food.
All right, 10
Yeah.
Right. All right, Shamir.
Second time. I can't do the second time.
That's too soon.
When?
That's too soon.
That's too soon for me.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Yeah, that's too soon, man. Then he might look for you to do it again on the third time. And the fourth, and the fifth.
Okay, so
don't do that no more.
Okay, so the first is him. The second is me. The third is Dutch. And then we're gonna go back to him.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yes, we ain't gonna never get the Dutch with me because
you ain't going back to me.
I ain't going. No. Do not pass. No, I ain't going.
Too busy laughing.
I know.
Oh goodness.
Shabir.
Yes.
Oh God.
Sir, go ahead, stay home.
Oh.
He took your own meal, sir.
Shamir don't go out. Shamir only go in the house.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
but-
you, host.
I
Thank you.
mean, yeah, I don't. But there are a few rare times when I have gone out, and I've always said I'm paying for myself, and you pay for you. Other than that, yeah, I usually do Dutch. If I do go out, I usually do Dutch because I don't want him to feel like he gotta pay for me. I know a lot of guys. I've heard from some men that they feel like all women want is for them to foot the bill and the woman ain't got to do nothing. Or my other fear is that if he foot the bill, he's expecting something.
Something in return.
And if it don't go well, then I don't want to, I ain't trying to give that up. So
Man, y'all all in my questions, man. Y'all must have been looking at my questions. So Leander Palmer of Under the Tree podcast says, I think a man should pay for the dates. He should have the mindset that he is going to blow $150 for a date.
where at?
So that's what Leander
I'm
Palmer.
sorry. Did I mention I was cheap? Who spent 150 on a date? Where you going?
You cannot.
I mean, we could go to Applebee's. I am all for the dollar alcoholic drinks and what else? The appetizers. I could make a meal out of some appetizers. A 2 for $20. Oh my God! Yes.
You don't even want him to spend that kind of money on you?
You're not taking
What? That's expectations I ain't willing to fulfill. That's expectations I'm not willing to fulfill.
take myself, sir. I'm sorry. I eat that on lunch. No, sir. Pass.
Anissa said,
Lexus, you did used to eat good lunch.
Okay.
yeah, Alexis used to eat for real now. No joke.
Listen, I can you're not.
I
going
think
to,
one time I saw lobster in her tray lunchtime.
if I can take myself someplace. So this is just me personally, and I'm not speaking for anybody else. This is just
Right.
personally. So my dad used to take me and my sister on dates, and our dates were always upscale restaurants. My husband knows when he first met me, the first thing I said to him is, if you can't do what my daddy does already, then you don't need to date me. My daddy exposed
All
me
right.
to fancy, and if you can't do that and you can't keep that up, then you need to just carry on. So you're not going to take me to Applebee's because I eat that for lunch. That's not if that's something. Well, hey, we just want to get something quick to eat. That's fine. But a date, no, sir. Move on to the next because you ain't for me.
10-4. Anissa Muhammad said that when it comes down to when it's her time to take him to pay for the date, she said, I'm gonna cook him something.
But then what if the man will cook you? No. What you
say? She gonna open up something else, huh? So now he can say, well, I'm gonna cook the next time.
Okay. No, sir.
Michael Bryan said, Bam Mab said $150. He said that's Jacksonville all the way. And he's talking about Leander Palmer because he's a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. So he's from Jacksonville. So Mike said, no, $150, that's a lot for a date. But Leander says, he'll spend $150 on a date. So because Shamel was all in my question, my next question was, do men expect too much from the first date? And as a woman, how do you set the right expectations?
Discuss it first.
Yeah.
What we doing? What are we doing? What are you expecting? And what am I willing to give? If it don't line up, ain't no date happening. Or in my case, you're not coming to my house and we ain't watching no movies or whatever.
All right. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4.
Yeah.
Terry?
Say it again.
Do men expect too much from the first date? And as a woman, how do you set the right expectations?
I don't think men expect too much from the first date. But what I realized is that when you first meet a man and you go on that date, that's the time that you let them know what your expectation is. So he'll know what he expects from you. I'm learning now as I date to let them know what I look for in a man. I look for flowers, and I get flowers. It may not be once a week or twice a week, but he knows what I like, and he gives me what I like because I gave him that expectation when we first meet. I let him know straight off the bone. No, it's not going to be that. We're not doing that until I feel comfortable. And I don't ask me for no money because I ain't got it. I let them know my expectations. I'm not the one that, like Alexis, I'm not the one to give off money right then and there. But if I know you only, no, let me stop. I ain't going to say it because Cornell.
Just oil time.
And so Leander Palmer comes back in. He wants to clarify. He said it's not about the money on a date. I'm going to check out her conversation.
Yes.
So that's important to him, is the conversation. Letitia West says it's all about behavior and vibes.
Yeah. Letitia.
Bam Mab comes in and says, I like that D. Leander Palmer. That's me all the way. That's what Mike Bryan said. And then Leander says, amen, Bam Mab. And now here's Lothario. I think this is for you, Lex. He said, your date ain't your daddy. Whoever asked, pay for the date. If I take you on the date twice, pay for it, and you don't try and pay or volunteer to cook, no more dates. Ain't nothing for free. Men pay directly or indirectly.
And
Okay.
that's fine. And everybody ain't for Lexus. Well, everybody wasn't for Lexus.
Okay.
I'm a rare breed, and that's okay.
All
But
right.
if you can't, and I mean that's what I even instill in my girls. If
Right.
a man can't meet that I mean that realistically, I mean we're being honest here. Most girls who have a father figure in their life, you look to date somebody who is like your dad. Well,
That's right. That's right.
you date somebody who is like your dad.
Right.
And you can't do what my daddy did for me growing up, then there's no reason. We don't even need to go anyplace. So a second date, first date, that'll never happen, because if you can't keep that, then there's no reason. Because in my mind, this is my thought. My thought process was, the minute I start dating you and things get serious, and say we get to the point that we're going to get married, okay, now my daddy cuts me off, and you can't do what my daddy already started, we have a problem.
You in trouble.
You have a big problem. So yeah, I do stand on, no, he's not my daddy. But if you can't hold that level that I've been brought to, I'm not going to lower my standards, because no, I'm just not going to do that.
That's your barometer. That's your barometer.
Yes.
That's how you measure it. All right. All right. So this is another question. I'm coming to Terry last on this because.
Well, I didn't answer.
Okay. Oh yeah. Go ahead and answer the question. I'm sorry. Do men expect too much from a first date? And as a woman, how do you set the right expectations?
So now, to go back to what I said about the dates, you sending me, if you feel like you need to have sex, or you should expect intimacy from me, from taking me on a date that costs $150, we already ain't going nowhere else after that. Dead. Because $150, that's nothing. I mean, it's something to somebody, but you can't expect to know me for $150. You do better going down.
Why the volume low?
No.
Bam Mab came in. Bam Mab said, you're actually a dying breed, because this generation is totally different as far as dating is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So Bam Mab is in agreement. And so this question, Terry, I'm coming to you last, because I just can't handle you right now first on this question. Because you just, this is probably the most laughing I ever did on an interview. I'm gonna start at Katuri. Katuri, are bad breath or stink feet a deal breaker?
So how you gonna hold a conversation? How can you
From
hold a
far
conversation
away.
with somebody? You gotta literally hold. You gotta talk and hold your breath. Talk and hold your breath. Come on, man. Come on. How we gonna make it? How we gonna make it? I'm gonna talk and hold my breath. Talk. I'm gonna hold my breath. No, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. No. Yeah, it's a breaker. Yeah, it's a deal breaker.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You gotta go?
Go ahead and give us your answer real quick.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Sherry, ask this question. Ask this question.
That's her answer.
Oh, you leaving after you tell the guy?
No, no, I can't hear y'all. It's low. My battery low.
Your battery low?
Goodness.
Answer this question. Are bad breath or stink feet a deal breaker?
She can't hear.
Are bad breath?
Say it again.
Are bad breath or stink feet a deal breaker?
She can't hear.
Bad breath. That's it. My son's father had a real bad breath, and he was nice. I couldn't take it anymore. I can't date a man that has bad breath.
I'm gonna say her son's father.
You did not do that, Terry.
Yes, she
Knock that little devil off.
He had a green tooth in the back, and the back was green.
Knock that little devil off your shoulder. Kick him off.
Oh.
Huh?
Woo! Whoa, Lord Jesus. Terry, you something else.
Terry, you were supposed to fix him up.
Oh.
And send him.
I did. I told him let's go to the dentist.
Okay, all right, you did your part.
So Leander says, I'm not eating nothing from a woman that wants to cook for me on the second date. He says, sounds fishy. So Leander said you can put the ooga booga on him.
You better not have root.
He don't want to eat. I'm not eating nothing from a woman that wants to cook for me on a second date. What's wrong with Leandra? Where he from?
You better not eat from nobody on no second date. Them people put root on you. You better not.
Leander said, are missing front teeth a deal breaker? That's what we want to know. Is a deal breaker if they're missing the front teeth? Tish says absolutely. Tish said their feet stink. If their feet stink and their breath bad, that's a deal breaker. Tish said him nasty.
Him nasty.
I'm real nasty.
Hey, Leander asked you, Terry. He said you kissed the man with the green tooth and the bad breath.
I did. I went like this. No, let me stop.
Lord Jesus.
I always had gum with me.
Mr. Cornell. And she said she had what kind of medicine Sari said he had? What kind of medicine she had used to give the man?
I gotta go. It's too low.
Ibuprofen. You could have ibuprofen 800. The 800 ibuprofen. Ethereal Janice says any bad smells are a deal breaker. Leander Palmer says for you, I will make you spaghetti. No, Letitia West says for Leander Palmer, she'll make him some spaghetti. That's rough. That's rough, Tish. You can make the man spaghetti.
Ooh. You ran out.
That was
Mike said a deal breaker for him is picky weave that has a part that Moses put in it.
Oh
my God.
And Leander Palmer says, well, you kissed him. He says you need to go boil your gums, Terry.
Where'd that come from?
He said you need to boil your gums because you kissed him.
Where Leandra from? Tell Leandra come here, let me cook for him.
That's fine.
Oh,
close your mouth, Alexis.
Alexis, I didn't ask you.
About to find out tonight.
Or stink feet a deal breaker, Alexis?
Huh?
A bad breath or stink feet a deal breaker?
Definitely. I love a good smelling brother. Oh my God. You got to be all the way.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes to not just that. I mean, when you think of dental hygiene, that's a part. Most men, I mean, let's be honest, most men don't go to the doctor like they should, neither to the dentist like they should. So, I mean, for me, I think health is very important. So, yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. I mean, you mouth stink. You know when your mouth stink.
You know your mouth stink now. Yeah, because you riding in that car and that breath coming in front of you. That thing hits you. You know your mouth ain't right now.
We got these masks. You know when your mouth stink.
If they didn't know before, they know now.
Right.
Shabir, are bad breath or stink feet a deal breaker?
It depends on the reason why. If it's something that can be fixed, then I can work with you while you get it fixed. If it's not something that can be fixed, I don't want to feel like I'm shallow, but I might have to say bye.
And Anissa Muhammad's falling out. She laughed and she enjoyed the show. Terry, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, this show is funny. We lost Alexis. Come on back, Alexis. This is the last question, guys. The last question. In a relationship, is surveillance necessary? Checking phones and phone records and corroborating stories.
No.
Back in my younger days, I'd say yeah, but now no. I mean, because what you looking for? If you got to look, that mean right there's something wrong.
All right.
So
Okay.
I mean, just go ahead and figure it out, because you're gonna see something you don't want to see, or you either gonna confirm what you already knew.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, for me, that's a trust thing, and one of my favorite things to say is, if there's no trust, there's no relationship. If you don't trust me, then what are we doing? I can't do that.
Lex, did you hear? Thank you, Shamir. Lex, did you hear the question?
No.
The question was, in a relationship, and Mike Bryant says, "Dang, I dropped my teeth on the floor. This is the second time this happened today. This guy is crazy."
Oh, talk about TMI.
And Anissa agrees with you. Anissa said that's right. She said that's right about surveillance. And the question is this, Alexis, in a relationship, is surveillance necessary? Checking phones and phone records and corroborating stories. And we're not basing it on your present relationship. We're talking about.
So I believe, this is my personal opinion, I believe that if a person out the gate feels like they need to check your phones and this and this and this, then I feel like it's a trust issue with that person. Now, if it's something that y'all have been going together for a while and things have happened that have led them to not trust you, then I mean, you just got to deal with that at that point.
All right.
So I believe, but coming out the door, then no, I don't feel like you should have access to feel like you need to check my phones. Now, if I've done something to you that puts you in a position that you don't trust, then yeah, I just have to deal with it.
Okay. Ladies, and Mike and Lothario Vanish says, if there is no trust, no relationship. And he said that's the gospel. He said that's the gospel. And I agree with you 100%. And Lothario also says, if you got to check the phone, you with the wrong person.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it too.
And so I really thank my panelists tonight. You guys, I'm laughing like I'm with my homeboys or something like that. I laughed this much in a long time. Oh God, Terry made my head light. Terry's so crazy, but I think, huh?
I'm gonna have to sprinkle oil on my phone after dealing with her tonight.
Terry called the man name and talk about the man specifically. Nobody
up on the church. Call a man full name out.
Oh goodness.
And even try to hide him like somebody I know.
Oh, she's so funny, man. Oh God. But
she's so honest though. She's just always.
She is very honest. And I thank you ladies for being so transparent and hopefully. And I think there was one more question, and that question was, because I must have skipped that one because I'm remembering the question, and that question is what is something as a woman that you can share that men don't understand about women?
Ooh, let me go first.
Do we have time?
Let me go first. I believe that men think, and you know what, when you first asked me to do this was the only thing that popped into my mind, is that men think that we think the same way they think. And it's not that way. Women are overthinkers. We think about not just today. We think about what's going to happen the next hour and the next hour. For instance, I mean, I'll use this as an example. If I send my husband to the store and he forgets something, the first thing he says, oh, dang, I forgot. My theory is going to be, oh my God, if I don't get this, then this is going to be a domino effect to this, and this is going to be a domino effect. We don't think the same. We just don't. We're overthinkers. We're not just thinking about the right now moment. Men think for right now. Women think future tense. Like we think about things that's happening in the future, and men just don't think the same way. So then when men get upset, they're like, oh, why are you doing all? Our brains don't work the same. So that's what I have to say.
All right. Katuri,
What was the
what is
question again?
what is something as a woman that you can share that men don't understand about women?
So if we ask you to do something, that means we really need you to do it. We're not going to ask you if we can do it ourselves.
Yeah.
If we ask you for something, that means we really need you. We're not just asking you just to ask you. At least I can speak for myself. I'm not going to ask you to do something if I know I can do it myself. But if I ask you to do something, it's because I need you to do it. It's not because, I'm just asking you to. Then there's sometimes when there's things I need you to do that I don't want to have to tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I shouldn't have to always tell a person, do this, do that. You should be able to walk by or walk in and say, oh, I'm going to do this because this needs to be done.
Mhm.
Not because I tell you to do it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
I don't use that TV inside my room because I smash people.
Awesome. And Anissa, and before that, Letitia West said you ladies were great. Bam Mab says ladies did an excellent job. And you got the whole, and Anissa heard what you said, just not heard what y'all said, and said, yes, she got the Holy Ghost on that one. Yeah. So Shamir, last question tonight. What is something
Okay.
as a woman that you can share that men don't understand about women?
I guess what I'm gonna say kind of ties into what both Alexis and Katuri both said. Only I'm gonna say that the way we love is different than the way a man loves. And that I think that just goes with everything because men and women are just so different. I know a lot of people say, "Oh no, we're supposed to be the same," but we're not. Because if we were the same, then then we would be. We would be like robots, everything the same, and we're not. And I know for me, in my past relationships, it was always hard for me to get a guy to understand what I mean. He'll say, "Oh, well, you're." I'll say, "Well, I'm thinking about, like she said, how women think about the future. I'm thinking about, 3-4 months from now, not right this second. I'm not like dissing you about not getting the dishes done right now. I'm just saying I want to get a new dish set." I mean,
Mhm.
men. I think men are very logical, and their thoughts is based more on logic. And women, we do think with logic, but we also think with emotion. We got to know how this
Mhm.
is going to affect everybody around us.
mhm.
Where men are just like, I want to solve this problem now.
And I mean,
However, it's going to get solved.
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, it's balance because sometimes I'm so far ahead of myself. Sometimes I need him to bring me back to the right now
Yeah,
moment.
that's true too.
So
That's
sometimes I
true
need
too.
him to bring me back. But because I'm always thinking so far ahead, I don't see right now. So him being in the right now, it's a balance for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
sometimes
everything is all about communication. It
yes.
has to. And that's another thing. A lot of men and women don't know how to talk to each other because a lot of men are raised to be the boss, and
Mhm.
a lot of women are raised to be the boss.
Mhm.
That what was it that my grandma used to say? Too many chiefs in the wigwam.
And
That's kind of like how it gets, and nobody knows how to be balanced.
Mhm.
I'm striving for that in my current relationship. We literally talk about everything. And it works. We're talking about how I'm feeling a little apprehensive about moving in together. And he says, "Well, we'll just do what you want to do. I want you to feel comfortable with it. I'm
Mhm.
glad you told me this is how you feel." We talk about everything. And to me, that's very important. I need to
Mhm.
be able to express myself, good, bad, or indifferent. And he
Communication
does the same for me.
Definitely.
I know that I know that I can just I can ditto it when I say what a tremendous dynamic cast we have had tonight. You know, Shamir, Alexis, Katuri, and Terry. Oh my God, and all of you chiming in. This show was awesome. I'll go back and I'll watch this probably 2 or 3 times and be laughing because I've had a great time with you guys tonight. Lothario Vanish chimed in and he says, great answers on the last question, ladies. Both genders feed on logic, but the sexes arrive at different solutions. Yes, communication is key. And then Tish follows up and she says, yes, communication. And so that's what we came here to do tonight. We came here to dialogue. We came here to communicate. And I thank all of you for chiming in. Once again, Alexis as well as Katuri do sell cakes, do bake. Alexis does special events. Alexis, where can they get your stuff from?
Alexis Smalls on Facebook. I'll show y'all my finished product now.
Oh, we're going to finish product.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, I can see me cooking while she was on the show.
Yep.
Oh,
shucks.
Oh, wow.
That looked good.
That looks good.
That does look good.
That looked good. We have my cousin. She chimed in. She's a runner. Mia Bryant Johnson. She says, great, wonderful group. Thank you, cuz. Thank you so very much. And Terry?
Cornell, I have to tell you now, once you have those guys on tomorrow, you have to do another panel that has both men and female.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We'll do that.
Yes.
So you heard that, guys. We're gonna have the guys on tomorrow. Then we're gonna have another panel with both male and female. And Junior Duncan said he's hungry now because he saw your cupcakes. Yeah, Junior, me too, Junior. My son Marlon said she talk about she making the cake because I know she clean too, you know. So I know her food good. See, I talk about Alexis Katuri. They food good. You know, yeah, you know, Shamir ain't cooking nothing. But Shamir's straight too. But now Alexis Katuri,
my man's a chef. I don't have to cook.
Yeah, she married to the chef, so she ain't got to cook. Chef, yeah. So she ain't got to cook. She worked it out. Katuri, where can we get your cakes from there?
You can check my Facebook, Couture Nicole, or Gigi's Heavenly Creations on Facebook. All
right. So you guys know where to come. Hey, and definitely these same ladies, plus Terry, that's gonna be my 4. My gentleman last night. I'm gonna have them on, and we're gonna have another panel with those people, that group on. Lothario Vanish, I want you for tomorrow night if you're free. And definitely we'll have them together. And Michael Bride's so crazy. Michael says, "Oh, do tell." He's a comedian. He's comic relief, man. He's comic relief. Make me laugh. But yeah, we're gonna do that. And thank all of you for joining us tonight. Thank you, ladies, once again, for coming through. Big time. Love y'all. And I love all of you out there. Hey, have a safe, prosperous new year. We'll be back tomorrow night with the guys.
Okay.
And after that, and we've got Shawnee Thompson. She said, I can't wait to see the show tomorrow.
Girl, me either.
Me too.
All right, you'll be watching them guys tomorrow.
You'll be watching.
I need to know what they say.
So we do have Bam Mab. Mike Bryant gonna be on the show tomorrow. We got Lothario Vanish. We got a special guest. I ain't telling y'all, we're gonna be laughing. Hilarious. He's hilarious, but we're gonna have a super show tomorrow night. So awesome. Yeah, you chime back in same time, same bat channel. Thank all of you for chiming in. Have a wonderful night and God bless. I'm Cornell, and that's the end of our show.
Good night.
Good night.